So D. Scott Morris, appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Absolutely.
So, Cisco Live, this is not your first rodeo. You've been doing a lot of Cisco Lives. What keeps bringing you back to something like this?
Everything. Yeah, the people, the parties, you name it. But it's all about meeting people, finding new and exciting things. So I say that with kind of a sense of humor to it, but finding the sessions, finding things that I don't know, finding people that I haven't met before. It's all about maintaining the connections, or as John would say, the collaboration and
Collaboration, very good. We'll check off that you're hitting all your key,
absolutely.
all your
I get
key
bonus
terminology
on that, right?
as well. Absolutely. Now you're at CCIE multiple times over and such, and we tend to give a little different things for the CCIs to do. What makes a difference in terms of being a CCI when you come to an event like this? That's something someone should strive for?
Well, it's one of those things that when you first walk in, into the registration, you'll notice the lights actually get brighter when a CCIE comes in. And they trigger them on the outside.
I wonder what that was.
No, really. The funny part is that there's technically nothing different when you get to higher certification levels.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is that there are special events and rooms for us to go to. They always have the CCIE lounge and whatnot, and we get free drinks, so it's good. And there's a CCIE party, which is really the reason for attaining a CCIE.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
How often do CCIs get invited to a party? They're too busy.
Absolutely, well, once a year, networkers. Okay. Cisco Live, sorry, the new name.
Oh, that's
but,
fine. Good
all of these things together though, but it's still all about maintaining the connections. Because once you become a CCIE, you're not done.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things, and I still remember this from way back in 1999 when I got my first CCIE, is walking outside and going, wow, I'm an expert now. There's a lot of stuff I don't know.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, and so that's the whole thing. It does, and that's why you keep coming back to these things, to see all the new and exciting things that you don't know.
Well, now you're very active on the Cisco Learning Network, which is kind of the online community, which has taken off like gangbusters. Very, very active. You're right there at the top of the list from an activity sorting level. Now a designated VIP. What is that? And is that just the CLN, or does that?
No, actually it's spread among different support forums at Cisco. So the old NetPro forums, they have designated VIPs also.
That's a wonderful resource.
It's really a recognition from Cisco for those of us who aren't Cisco employees on all the things that we do to give back to the community.
Yeah.
And I mean, the funny thing is that obviously a lot of us have been doing it for years. So it's not like they came out with this program and all of a sudden a whole flock of people came in to help, which is the great thing from people who are going to this, is because you don't look at it and say, oh, well, they're getting rewarded, so why are they going to give me an answer versus anybody else? The community's been there.
Right.
The support has been there.
You were doing it before you were recognized for it, for
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's just kind of a neat culmination of that Cisco's actually recognizing that, again, going, I think 2 times now, collaboration and cooperation, all these things.
You're doing quite well.
So how many other words do we have to get in here?
You sure you don't work for Cisco?
No, never have. And that's one of the other interesting things is a lot of people have told me over the years, because I obviously know a lot about Cisco and
you might know a few things.
The people and the groups and stuff, but no, I have never ever worked for Cisco. Not that I have an aversion to, but
no. But actually, it's carving out a nice little good parallel arrangement there. I think
I'm just a different kind of guy.
So, the value of the Cisco Learning Network is quite there. If someone's new and they're looking at coming to Cisco Live for anchoring their test, this is a career milestone potential at any one of them around the world, whether it be here where you are in Europe or in Vegas in the summer or something like that. What pointers would you have for either coming to Cisco Live, for doing your testing there, or for engaging on the Cisco Learning Network? Are there some pointers that you would want to share that say, hey, make sure you do these things?
Well, I mean, really the big thing, whether it's a live event, virtual event, or self-study like CLN, always have a plan for what it is you want to accomplish. If you come to a Cisco Live event as an example, there's a ton of sessions. Okay, I think John mentioned this morning there's well over 250 sessions here. And just a couple different topics and things. So it's not like you can attend every single one of them. There's no way it'll fit into your schedule. So you have a plan for what kinds of things you want to target, what kinds of things you want to learn about. As an example, even me coming here, a lot of people say, oh my God, you know everything, which I don't, but I have a plan for what it is that I want to accomplish here. And one of the big things that I'm working on these days is data centers. So I go in, see if there's anything I don't know, a new kind of twist that I haven't thought of, a new technology that maybe I've experienced some of, but not a lot. Just every little tidbit helps along the way.
One golden moment makes it all worthwhile, right?
Or better yet, going to meet the engineers. Any little bit that you can get can push you that much further. And whether you're going for your CCENT the very first time, exactly the same thing. Have a plan, take a book, take a class, do whatever, start playing around with it. You're always going to get to the point where something doesn't make sense or you're going to have an extra question. That's what CLN is for.
Have a plan. I like that.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.